All right, welcome back, everyone. This is the moment I've been waiting for quite a while. I just jumped into a new system here. You can see this one's got a blue tint to it. And so I'm looking around, and of course, what is staring me right in the face but the Atlas interface. And wow, is that an opposing view right there? I mean, that's pretty amazing. So of course, we're finally. Oh, so we're too close to use that interface. So now, I mean, this huge, very daunting looking black spaceship sort of device with red coming from it, which, black and red together always give that very intimidating presence. So we come into an area with this bright red glowing orb here, which, well, let's face it, if you saw anything close to that in real life, you would be all sorts of scared. Okay, can I walk on this? Okay, now tell me that isn't scary when you walk across that. Wow. All right, I know you can walk across these and they enable you to learn. Some of them enable you to learn words, but quite frankly, I'm in no particular hurry here because what I'm really interested in is just taking this all in for a moment. Just giving this a moment, because this is one of the parts to the game that really stands out to me. I've been looking forward to reaching this area now. What we will find in here, we'll wait and see. But this is impressive. All right, so let's head on up. Okay, so finally I learned a word after walking over several of these. So just one word, okay. All right, so let's go back. Let's don't miss any of this. We're going to soak all of this in. So we got our ship and they parked it backwards versus the orb. Okay, we got some orbs here, artifacts, a warp cell, 2 warp cells. Very nice. We already know those can come in handy. All right, let's see what Atlas has in store for us. It is alien, unlike anything I've ever seen before. I should be afraid, but it pulls me toward the heart of the construct. I need to know. This is the remnant, or a remnant, of the Atlas. It welcomes me. It knows who I am. Okay, so we've got this overarching presence that we're finally getting to somewhat meet, and it offers me the promise of true understanding. All right, so we're not sure if it's real or just the sum of basically the intelligence of a lot of other life that's come before. And as you can see, we can understand absolutely none of that. So we're going to accept that. My understanding is this is, sort of the storyline of the game, and we've just received an Atlas Stone. This is the storyline of the game, and I want to give this every opportunity and really take it all in. All right, I see these. Does anything happen when we walk over that? No, doesn't appear so. All right, what else is here? Is there anything? Okay, that's where we came in. What about these over to the side. Can I go anywhere else here? I mean, oh, looks like there's... Alright, there's something over there. Okay, let's see. Because as I've mentioned before, the last thing we want to do... Oh, number one is die. So we can't get through there. I'm sure I'm missing something. I don't know if I'm supposed to get back in the ship. It almost seems weird to get back in the ship. Let's head back up this way and see. See if there are any other options. Can we even get closer? No, it's not going to let us get closer to it. But there appear to be over to the side. Alright, and it will not let me go any further that direction. But I gotta believe there's something else. Alright, let's just walk back this direction. As I said before, I tried to fly up and over that. It will not allow me. Doesn't look like it's going to allow me to go anywhere this direction either. No, not at all. So where are you going to let me go? I'm afraid to get back into the ship and fly around because I'm afraid it's going to take me right back out. And it's obvious. I mean, look. Ouch. Looks like there's something right over there. Alright, it's a pretty amazing area, that's for sure. Alright guys, let me look around a bit. I'm sure there's more to this than just what we were able to get by visiting the front area up there. But give me just a moment here and I'm going to look around and I'll be right back as soon as we find out exactly where else we can go in here. Alright, so apparently, as far as I can tell, that's all we can do in here. Because I was unable to get off the platform, and now getting back inside the ship, there's no other option that I can find other than to exit. Alright, either way, very nicely done. So wow, it looks like a lot of trading. These sort of trails that you see leading to and from the various moons and planets, these are trader trails, which tell you basically where the traders are going to and from. Also can help you find trading posts, I'm told, on these various planets. Okay, let's go back out to the map because one of the things I'm interested to know here. Okay, so right now, okay, is there any particular reason? Okay, finally. All right, so this one just says, it doesn't tell me how many planets are there. I really wanted to. All right, you can see right here that the Atlas interface is telling me to go sort of up and to the right, while Path to the Galactic Core would have me go a different direction. Now, I don't know how much difference it's actually going to make with that, but, you know, as always, we'll see. All right, so all I'm seeing so far in this particular area is a planet and a moon. So that appears to be it. Okay. Well, if that's the case, All right, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Yeah, one planet and a moon. So let's go ahead and head to the space station. I'm sorry. First, I was a little disappointed not to get the. Oh, we're on the other side. Gotta love it when the entrance is right there, but you can't quite get it. Okay, let's get in here. All right, so there's not going to be a lot for us to explore in this particular system, but that's okay. We got what we came for. Why on earth did that just hurt me? Why was that a problem? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to head inside. Because the sooner we can get that Atlas Pass blueprint, the better, as far as I'm concerned. All right, so we're back with the Vy'keen. And this guy gives us the thumbs up as soon as we walk through the door. So that's nice of him. He obviously remembers who we are, even though we've never been here. And the Vy'keen, all right, we're going to give him. Ooh, okay. So it increases my health once the primary systems have failed. So basically, this is our last resort. Okay. I've definitely had some times where I could use that. All right, so let's do that. Get some free money. I mean, let's face it, who doesn't like that? All right, so we've got. Okay, so we don't have really much to do as far as money in here, and I'm not overly concerned with making a great deal of money. And let's see. All right, so for now, let's just head back out, and we're going to head to the first moon that we saw. So now we're seeing the Vy'keen type of ship. This is closer to what we had before we traded for our most recent one. So it seems like the different races have their own particular spaceship types. Oh, this one is flying right at us now. Is a nice looking ship that I've seen before. Okay, now this looks like there's some possibilities here. And looking around to see where a trading station might be on the planet. Oh, let's see. All right, let's shoot that. Definitely a different type of asteroid, and it gives us what? It gives us nickel. Okay. Not what I thought was going to happen for sure. Okay, so let's head down to the surface and see what we can find here. Looks like there is some sort of liquid. I'm just going to call it water because I don't really, as far as I know, have any way of detecting what the liquid is. I can detect whether it's toxic or not when I jump in it, but other than that, I don't know that there's any way. It appears to be extremely hot, if I had to guess, just based on the colors. Okay, so lots and lots of liquid on the planet. So we got oceans. Seen a few of those now, and they can be interesting to look at, but all right, I'm not even seeing any resource deposits just yet. That may have been one that we just passed over. You know, I've gotten to the point where I see so many of these rock formations that turn out to just be rock formations. Well, a nice looking cave interface here. Wow, that's nice area. That's big enough that we could almost just walk through it, or fly through it rather. All right, not seeing a whole lot here. Let's stop and find out more about this planet, the temperature and flora and fauna and so forth, and then we're going to see what this resource deposit is above us. All right, so weather is radioactive, not many sentinels, generous flora, but not a whole lot of animal life. Let's see, this is nickel. Okay. Not bad. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time worrying about this. But I am interested in just seeing what in general is going on with this planet. Okay, we're not going to take up a whole lot of time gathering resources for sure. But we'll look around a little bit more. So far, not a whole lot to keep my attention on this particular planet. Oh, really? That is very unfortunate. I wish I knew what caused that. I need to remember. Usually I forget about it, thankfully, by the time I'm done playing. But I'd really like to know what causes that. Is it something I'm doing? Am I holding down the button too long to launch, or what's the deal with that? Because it definitely can get on your nerves when you're trying to fly around a planet and then all of a sudden everything is just gone. All right, let's stop here. Oh, and for some reason we have completely stopped in the air and I touched nothing. Okay, so we're out and about. That could be interesting. I mean, there's probably a little something interesting about every planet, but not necessarily interesting enough that we want to stick around for very long. Okay, so we've got another already known tech. And let's learn a word. Power. That's something that the Vy'keen really like. Okay. So let's see if I can answer these questions. All right, so cut to say display itself. Sure, why not? We'll give it a shot. Continues to sound, remains offline. Of course it does. I am absolutely terrible at those. I have no idea what it actually wants me to do. I mean, it's got to be something. Alright, so we don't need to call our ship nearby, since it's right over there. Might as well load up on a little bit of carbon while we're here. But actually, other than scanning a few things, this weird looking plant right here for one thing, other than that, I think we're about done. Now I know it keeps saying that these are new discoveries, but I've seen plants on other planets and moons that looked basically exactly like that. So I'm not real sure. Oh, you got to let me get this. That is, no, it's emerald. Okay, I thought that was going to be chrysanite, but it's actually emerald. Get this plutonium. Anything else down there? It doesn't appear to be. All right, let's hop off of here, and let's head to what I believe is the only other celestial body in this system, which is the moon that is with this planet. All right, and it is right over here. What is that telling me? A iridium deposit in 2 hours? I don't understand why it's telling me that. Okay, let's go ahead we're going to head over to this manufacturing facility. That'll give us a chance to land on the planet, and we'll see from there. But iridium deposits, I've seen those multiple times. I don't know why it's pointing one out now. All right, so we've managed to complete part of our goal, which is to further the Atlas storyline. So we've got that part done. Now, as I understand it, we've received one stone so far, and now we'll have the opportunity to see other anomalies as we continue our travels and collect more stones, and then ultimately get more blueprints for Atlas passes V1, and then who knows, perhaps V2 and V3 are also found within those anomalies as well. Okay, head straight toward this thing if we can. Let's hop out and see what this planet has to offer us. Firestorms. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. Sentinels are passive. They're probably heading for cover. Generous flora and moderate fauna. Yeah, when you see firestorms, that doesn't instill a whole lot of confidence. Let's see, are we having a storm technically right now? Okay, it just says extreme, and our gauge is going down fairly quickly. So this planet doesn't like us, which by normal thinking should mean that there's better loot to be had, better resources, better everything to be had on this particular planet. We shall see if that turns out to be the case. All right, first of all, let me see if I can do any better with disarming this particular terminal. There we go. We've learned a power reservoir, which is a high capacity battery. Okay. Again, just made out of carbon, so not a whole lot to it. I'll take it. And I think what that's going to allow us to do, as we've learned how to make power gel, which is simply carbon, and we now have the power reservoir, which is also just carbon. So I think it's enabling us to move from having to have quite so much resources around. 92 degrees Celsius. You're right, that doesn't seem good at all. Okay, I don't know if this is going to help us at all. Tell you what I want to do. I want to go into this cave. Not too terribly worried about scanning a whole bunch of stuff just yet. Try to get in out of this extreme climate for a moment, and then we'll see if maybe we can find something inside the cave. Yeah, there we go. So if you'll notice the temperature, which is extremely hot, we'll see if that can end up. You'll notice it recharges, so maybe we'll be able to stay on the planet a little bit longer because of that. Okay, get everything recharged. Alright, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in here because I will get lost. But so far, let's see, looks like we can get there. Oh, I see the green. And that's kind of what I was thinking. Let's see, what do we have? Okay, there's gold in crystal form. Okay, excellent. Okay, that's iridium, which I don't think we really need any of right now. Okay, so it looks like you notice the green What do I hear? Some weird stuff you hear in here. So there's plenty of plutonium around. Thankfully for us, we don't really need any. Okay. What is this? Oh, it's a pearl. Okay, now that immediately gave us a level 3. Yes, they're going to be all over us now. Okay, the interesting part of that is that that really didn't do anything. Is this another one? Yes, it is. So these pearls, this is kind of what I was looking for on the planet. So now I'm going to have to be more careful. I didn't really know what they looked like. They're these little pods that you have to open up. Okay, we're at a level 3. Unfortunately for them, I think the Sentinels are all outside. And so we're going to be able to, as far as I can tell, collect these in peace. I'm just going to have to try not to get lost in here. Okay, so I'll have to make sure I look out for these as I flow back through, because I'm sure I walked by a few of them on the way in, because those things kind of blend in to the terrain. I mean, like these things, if I normally when I see something that looks like that, it doesn't really catch my attention. And I also notice that they don't show up on scans. Alright, so they show up on scans after we open up the pod. So that really is of no use to us, because once we've opened up the pod, we already know exactly what we've got. Okay, so I don't see any more there. Alright, let's head back. Okay, so we're on a planet, or on a moon rather, with these pearls. Now I had heard that, here's one we missed. I had heard that the moons are generally where you can expect to find things like this. Okay, so the Elite Sentinel Force are apparently right up there. Okay, let's try not... Let's see, how much room do we have? Ooh, not a terrible amount more. This looks like these things are worth... Ooh. Alright, let's see if we can... Okay. So we are close enough. Alright, so we'll try to get as many as we can here. And then whenever we get out, we're going to have to deal with some Sentinels. But boy, I sure hate to see when I run out of space in here. Alright, I'm a little surprised the Sentinel hasn't been waiting for me right there. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, what can we drop? What can we drop? Anything? I really don't want to get rid of anything at the moment. Tell you what, though. Did I not? Oh, I got rid of some stuff from... Okay, well that's... Okay, so we didn't free up much. So let's try... Alright, so anything we can combine out... Okay, so this thing is gonna fuss at me every time I try that now. That's okay. Okay. Actually, I think I came out okay and got all of them, at least as far as I can tell. Okay, let's go deal with these Sentinels. A little surprised they didn't, since they didn't come inside, I'm a little surprised that they didn't, oh my goodness, they're all over the place out here. Okay, so we're coming back over here. All right, where are you at, big guy? Oh, you're up there. You need to come down here and fight fair. Okay, why are we not running? Okay, I don't mind dealing with you. But yeah, I can't deal with you up there. Okay, let's take a break for just a moment here. And I know we're running a little bit long on the video here today, but I would really like to, if in any way possible, free up a little bit more space. Okay, doesn't look like that's going to be possible. I think I've tried just about everything here. We've got several of the pearls, plus now we know where to find them. I think what we'll do is we're going to try to find somewhere to sell these things and then hopefully make a little bit more money while we're here. So on that note, I think I'll leave it right here for this video, and we'll come back next time and further our adventure in No Man's Sky.